Hey teams, Lauren here with BizRock. In today's video, I want to share with you a great form of communication and something that I utilize as much as I possibly can. And it's so important whenever you are handing a patient off to the next team member. It's something called authority. Now, authority is, again, it's one of the most important forms of communication, but it is vital to a great patient handoff. So I always use this example whenever we do team trainings. I want you to think about the Olympics. So we've all seen the Olympics at some point in time, and maybe you've seen the marathon runners where they're passing the baton from one team member to the next, right? And if the first person in the relay race, they have the baton and they hand it to the next team member, they never let go of that baton until their next team member has a good grasp on it, and then they let go. Think about patience in that same way. Now, if you were in that same relay race, would you chuck the baton at your fellow team member? Of course not. That would be crazy, right? We wouldn't do that. We want to make sure we have a firm grasp. Well, the same concept is vital and important to serving our patients. So you want to build up authority for wherever that patient's going to next. So think about the baton, think about that visual whenever you're handing a patient off from you, meaning you're speaking to the patient, you're talking to the patient, and where are they going to next? So a handoff, a perfect handoff, tells that patient where they're going and who they're going to see next. So maybe you're on a phone call with a patient and you're scheduling them to come back and see the doctor. Create authority for your doctor. Guys, you want to create that sense of, oh, I get to see this doctor. I get to work with this hygienist. And you can do that. Now, when a patient comes in to see us, we can't say, you get to see me. I'm Dr. Smith and I'm the best doctor in the world. Like, you're so lucky you have me. Or I'm Susie hygienist and I'm the best hygienist in all of our area. You're lucky you have me. It kind of creates a little bit of an ego where the patient's like, do I actually want to see this person? Like, I don't know that this is the right person for me. See, we can't necessarily create our own authority. I mean, there's other things that you could do, like writing a book, but we're not all here to write a book, right? The best sort of authority is gifted to us. And whoever the patient is speaking to initially, we can gift authority for where the patient's going to next. So let's think about the phone call. So you're on the phone call with the patient and you say, you're going to be scheduled with one of our hygienists. We actually have 5 in our office. Let me tell you about our hygiene team, because maybe you don't know who the patient's going to see. If you're in any sort of dental office, this always happens where they're scheduled with one hygienist and something happens and then you have to move the patient around, right? People don't like surprise changes. So build up the team. So Susie patient, you get to see one of our incredible hygienists. Let me tell you about our hygiene team. We have 5 hygiene team members. Dr. Smith, our owning doctor, hand-selected them. They do team training every other week. They're constantly learning and growing their skills. But let me tell you about our hygiene team. Their schedule books about 7 to 8 months out. Our patients love coming to see any of our hygienists. So here's what I can promise you. No matter which hygienist that you see in our office, you're going to always have an amazing experience. Now let me ask you this. If you're the patient, how do you feel about the hygiene team? See, sometimes we get so stuck on, well, I can't create authority because I don't know where my patient's going to go to next. I don't know who they're going to see. Lauren, the schedule changes. That's okay. Create authority for that team, that department. Same thing with assistants. So imagine the patient comes in and they check in, and whether it's a new or a recall patient, we get them situated and we're like, I don't know, Dr. Smith has 3 different assistants. It could be any assistant. That's okay. Build up authority for your doctor and the doctor's assisting team. So you might say, all right, Susie patient, I have you checked in. I'm going to go ahead and let Dr. Smith and his team know that you're here, and they'll be up front shortly to take you back. I know you've seen Dr. Smith before, but his assistants are also incredibly amazing. So no matter which assistant serves you today, they're going to take great care of you. Again, how do you think that patient feels? See, we have this thought, we want to serve our patients, we want to give them this Grammy award-winning red carpet experience, but do we really? See, these are all simple things to do. Creating authority, building authority for where the patient's going to next creates a deeper connection and rapport with your patients. They say on average it takes 10 positive experiences to overcome 1 bad experience. That's pretty powerful, right? Why do I love authority so much? Because it's so simple. It's so simple to build connection and rapport and likability with wherever that patient's going to next. It's no secret in the dental industry. We all know that most patients don't love coming to see us, right? but how do we ease that tension and ease that anxiety and tell the patient you've come to the right place, you're seeing the right person? See, when it comes to authority, the most powerful thing that I want you to know is just because the patient actually did show up for their appointment, they came into the office to see us, doesn't mean they're coming back. If it takes 10 positives to overcome one bad experience, whether we gave somebody a bad experience or not, it doesn't matter. Patients bring baggage. They show up with baggage. They show up with past poor experiences from previous dental offices or medical offices. They also bring baggage when somebody cuts them off whenever they're driving to your office. So guys, we've got a lot of work to do. Authority is just one of those small, simple ways that you can make your patient feel comfortable and confident and remind them, hey, I did come to the right place. The other important part of utilizing authority is doctors. Doctors, give authority for your front office team when they're checking patients out or they're scheduling their next appointments or talking finance with patients. One of the best things that you can do as a doctor, as the owner, first of all, the doctor, you're automatically an authority in the practice, right? And so you have that gift. And how do you gift it and help your front office team? You build up their authority. One of the most powerful questions you can ever ask a patient, especially if they've got to come back in to see you again, is, hey, do you have any other clinical questions from me? And if the patient says no, just say, great, I'm going to allow Susie, assistant, to take you up front. Carol is actually going to check you out this afternoon. I know we've got some treatment needs that need to be handled today, and I'll be getting to see you over the next several months. But Carol's amazing, and she'll work with you on what's best for you and your family, and she's going to create a customized financial arrangement just for you. I know that Carol's going to take awesome care of you today. And again, if you have any other questions, reach out to us, but Carol will be there to take care of you from a financial standpoint. How do you think that patient feels? See, they say on average that patients remember 100% of how we make them feel. Authority leverages that, guys. And so I don't want you to miss this. I don't want you to just say, okay, yeah, I saw that video on authority, and let the patient know who they're going to go see next. Like, okay, great. Hey, Susie's going to be up shortly to take you to the back. Guys, you're missing it. You've got to take time to have that deeper connection with your patient. Build up your fellow team members. That's part of our job, to create an exceptional patient experience. So if you're struggling with this, or if you want to practice, if you want to role play, reach out to us. Go to bizrock.com. Reach out to our team. Our team would be more than happy to help you. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you and serving you soon.